I think that the biggest thing that I would say about Saskatchewan artists and music is that people come at it from a very earnest point of view, and they're honest songwriters, and their songs will work from acoustically to massive production with a 10-piece band. I guess it comes down to the songs.
I think something that is very exciting about this province right now musically is that there is no one defining genre. And that's really exciting, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this music scene that is quite supportive of one another. So to define Saskatchewan through music, would be a hard thing to do.
I think because of our geographic location, we get a little bit of everything. So you find artists from Saskatchewan span the spectrum of all genres. But I think the thread that does tie them all together, at least in my experience, is that everybody works really hard, and it's not just the writing and the recording of the music, but it's the touring and the performing, and the sense of community too that all the artists share.
But the thing that seems to unite a lot of folks that are writing and playing and creating music out in Saskatchewan is there's a lot of resilience with people in Saskatchewan because we endure such extreme distances, between places, extreme weathers. Our winters get extremely cold and our summers get extremely hot. In a lot of places there's extreme isolation, in a lot of our northern communities and in a lot of southern communities as well. Like when you're in rural areas, there's a lot of isolation, and I feel like the story that I hear from a lot of people is music has become a way to pass the time, and it's become a way of survival, really. It's a way of entertainment when there's really not much else. And I find that in all corners of the province, you find these amazing little pockets of communities where there's just the mind-blowing talent, and these young people that grow up surrounded by this talent, and it just bleeds from generation into generation. So I don't really know how I would describe it as a sound or an instrument, but I definitely think that Saskatchewan music, it's directly affected by the extremes that we face in Saskatchewan.
I feel like there are a few artists in Saskatchewan, myself included, that do draw directly from the landscape of the province. You can hear that in their music, whether it's a direct comparison to, we're talking about sunsets and skies. Of course, we have, beautiful sunsets and whatnot in this province. I do feel like there's some different mindsets from this province that weaves its way into songs as well. And even the way that we carry ourselves as artists while we're working in the province and in Canada and then abroad as well. I do feel like there's a prairie humbleness, if you will, where, especially from growing up in rural Saskatchewan, I feel that weaves its way into people's songs.